Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about one of Zahra's paintings. That one was Palimpsest 1. And in this segment, we are going to talk about Palimpsest 2 and some other topics that comes along. Zahra, Palimpsest 2.
Yeah.
As I said before, sounds like some of the pharaohs passed away a long time ago. But anyway, and you agreed that yes, there are different layers of history hidden in these paintings.
Yes.
How would you describe this?
Well, as you say, there are layers and layers and layers of history. So they are my personal history, my personal journey, and along the journey, what I've picked up, the memories I've collected, and sometimes memories that I don't have. They're the subconscious memories. They're not even conscious, so I don't do things. I put marks here that I don't know why I've done it. There are subconscious memories that emerge. So
do you put yourself in a trance to get back to those memories?
I don't put myself in trance, but it's just like my mum's border and sari and the pattern. I didn't put it there that this is the border of my mum.
You haven't talked about your father, but he must have influenced your thoughts.
Oh, yes, definitely.
You talked about regimentation, order, and all that.
That's my father. That's my father. He traveled. He drove himself from England to Pakistan in 1962. No maps.
With you lot sitting at the back?
Yeah, in one car. My mum couldn't even drive. So he was a man with determination, courage, faith. He was going to do it, and he did it. Planning, sticking to those plans, and made it a very enjoyable journey.
Let's get back to Palimpsest 2.
Sure. So, so like you were saying, it's a storage of history, and it's my personal history. And like you see, the colors are different from Palimpsest 1 because now I wasn't dealing with nomadism and diaspora and migration. I was dealing with motherhood and issues surrounding that, and the need for connection and the language. Then language and graffiti came in. Graffiti has come in because I call it that. It's not calligraphy because I don't set up to write a message. It's just that something is being said but not being understood. So
probably it's not understood by all.
It's not supposed to be understood. It's even, it's not there to be read literally.
Yes, in calligraphy, if you know the language, you can decipher.
Yeah.
Not easily, but you have to know the language well.
Exactly.
But the graffiti, as we were talking during the break, it's very difficult to understand. It looks nice sometimes, you see. Sometimes it looks horrible.
Yes.
But a carbuncle on the wall, but probably it has a message that we don't understand.
Yeah, we don't understand, or you might think you don't understand because you're looking for a definite message to read, and it's not 2 plus 2. Art isn't. Your 2 and somebody else's 2 is not going to be the same 2.
So we have to decipher it.
You decipher it. You put your own meaning to it. And why I've actually used Urdu alphabets, Alif, Be, Pe, and English. Again, lots of meanings can be put on that. It's my language that I started with Urdu.
Your exposure.
Yeah, my exposure, and then the English. And they both, interestingly, start from different sides, left to right and right. And so there's so much clash. There's so much, just juxtaposing them, you can see that they're totally different. But that's the meaning that I want to give, rather than writing a poem or putting a word up there.
Have you done any calligraphy as such, 100% calligraphy, as part of your art painting?
No, not as part of my art, no. I used to copy Arabic Quranic writing, and my dad used to frame it. I did one, I say used just once. Yeah, it's beautiful.
There was a famous artist in Pakistan, Choktai. Then there was another one, Sadiqain. And they have done a lot of calligraphy, using a riot of colors, red, green, yellow, orange, all that.
Yes, and the shape.
Yeah, the shape.
And the shape.
Even the surahs from the Quran, Sadiqain has depicted, written in a way that it means what it says, you see.
Yeah.
Particularly Surah Rahman that he has done.
Right.
And where was, because there's a particular verse is repeated a number of times in Surah Rahman, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبُّكَ مَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, and of which of the blessings of God you will deny. Yes. And he goes on, and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Long time ago I had a collection, of course a reprint, but it was wonderful.
Wow.
Have you done anything like that? In calligraphy, I was asking you.
No, I haven't. No, no.
Zahra, you are also involved in Purley. You live in Purley, in a very secluded area of outer London. You have been involved in also community work, and I understand that some cancer patients or they come and they watch you and you teach them something. Provide them with some sort of escape out of their misery? Yeah,
well, I do voluntary work. It's not a full-time job or anything. Yes, they are in remission from cancer. So the cancer center is there giving free service to the local community. And they provide all kinds of things, art being one. So I go there to see if they are indulging with paint and water and oil, acrylic, whatever they're doing. I go there just to see if they need any help. If they're not, they say to me, this isn't looking like a duck that they are trying to do, a duck, and I sort of explain this is why it's not and this is how it could be. So yeah, the idea is art gives a lot of satisfaction in the sense that you lose track of time. And when you're in pain, it's been proven that if you concentrate on something else, you don't feel the pain. Right. So for these people, if I can indulge them in art and get them engrossed, they have some good hours, and hopefully go home and repeat the experience. Have you come across any budding artists amongst them? Anybody with real talent? I will not answer that. I think the latest work that we have discussed, the two, isn't it? Yes. Tempest 1 and 2. Yes, yes. But I saw on your website that the three, you have listed 3 paintings as your latest work. Which is the third one? Well, they are similar. Yeah. They appear similar to me. Yes, they are both. But then I'm a fool to understand, not to understand. Well, you know, the thing is, the topic or the subject or the feeling behind it is the same. As an artist, I don't change my feeling and say, okay, today the sun is up there, I feel warm and I'm happy and I'm going to do this. And the next day it's snowy and cloudy and miserable. No. As a person, your feelings don't change. You are describing a typical December day. I am, aren't I? Yes, that's where we are heading to. But yeah, so the feelings behind it is what I am, even if I change my color palette, you know, the meaning behind, the tone of them, it's all the same. The messages are the same. Yeah.
Just the weather, the atmosphere, or the events of the day, the events in the world, your own mood, everything influences an artist, isn't it? Because an artist is a very sensitive person, and he accepts so much from his environment or her environment, and they all show in his paintings, and if he's a writer, in his writings.
Yeah, that is true. Like, my work is so busy. Where does this busyness come?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, you know, I've got clear walls and I've got green grass, so my paintings aren't
Mm-hmm.
spaced like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've picked up from my childhood. But I feel I do appreciate a house near the sea or a place near the sea where it looks calm.
Mm-hmm.
So when things are calm, and it doesn't have to be beautiful. You need to be
Does
with
your
nature.
Does your garden provide the alternative of a calm sea?
Yeah, being with nature.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be manicured.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being near the root of a big oak tree
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
will get you close to Mother Nature and makes you feel good.
We have talked about graffiti, but I'm coming back to it. I feel there's I think it's from your website, I feel there is a dynamic correlation between calligraphy and graffiti. Calligraphy depicts history, order and beauty. Graffiti depicts modern times and is impulsive and expressive.
Yeah.
I'm sure that calligraphy is also impulsive and expressive and can depict modern times, isn't it? Probably calligraphy is a modern event or happening that we find sometimes people don't like it and they start disgracing our walls, and sometimes people say, no, this is a street art. Let this take place, and probably some sort of budding artist is there and he will come up.
Let it exist.
Yes.
Yeah. It's two different ways of expression, and I would say calligraphy is more contrived and disciplined and controlled. So making a line like that, an artist can't just to do it. He would have done 50 marks just with that curve, 50, to get the hand and his body to react like that. He would probably be standing up, or he'd probably need to be sitting down. Whereas calligraphy, graffiti, it's impulsive. It comes spray in a can, it spits out. And
there's more, I feel there's more anger in it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it reflects the youth.
Right. Well, we have come to the almost the end, and but now it leaves only for me to thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Making time for us. It was a pleasure and an honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us, viewers, and I hope that you have enjoyed the show today as much as we have. It was a pleasure having Zahura Sultana Hussain with us, and next week, same time, same channel, we meet with another distinguished guest. Thank you for being with us today.